Hi, welcome to today's episode. In today's episode, we look at social media marketing for startups, mainly within the Kenyan ecosystem. And also, these tips will also be applicable within the general startup ecosystem. In today's show, we're also joined again by Anne Nyokabi, who will be able to take us through some of these important topics. So, Anne, you can feel free to introduce yourself first, and then we'll dive into the questions.
Hi everyone, my name is Anya Kabi, a social media manager and strategist, and also a digital storyteller, and I am happy to be here.
So, Anne, what could you say is the what makes social media marketing essential to startups within this digital age?
As a startup, you're just starting up your business. Social media is a cost effective way of putting your business out here to people who don't know you yet. So the main reason for incorporating social media platform, it is the cost effectiveness. As a startup, you don't have huge finances to cater for other forms of advertising, and social media is free and gives you the organic growth that you need.
So, Anne, which are some of the social media platforms which startups can be able to utilize for their marketing?
They are different in the market. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, there's Snapchat. You you cannot be on all of them, but you need to be where your target audience is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you view marketing as an investment to you as a startup, how do you measure the return on investment on marketing on or rather through social media?
The beauty about social media marketing platforms, especially the business accounts, is they give you analytics which are free and within the app. For example, this analytics will show you who you've been able to reach within a certain period of time, how many people you've engaged with, and these are the analytics that you look at that show you whether the strategy that you have in place is working or you need to change it. So the platforms give you analytics which are very useful. You
Okay.
only need to understand the metrics that are being used.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also in social media marketing, we find there are some cases where, as a startup, you can leverage on user generated content. What are some of the ways which startups can approach to get or rather use this user generated content?
User-generated content is it's a very good way of marketing your business because it gives your audience evidence that your products or services are good. The main way you can get it is by asking your audience to share their experience, maybe talk about it. For example, if you're selling a product, you can ask your clients to take videos when they are unpackaging your goods or when they're receiving. This is content that they can post on their platforms and you can also reshare it. You can also do collaborations with them, which enables you to tap into their audience. So that's one way of leveraging your social media marketing
Okay.
efforts.
And what about paid advertisements? For paid advertisements, what role do they play in social media marketing for startups?
For paid advertisements, they help your business to reach to people who are not yet your followers. Uh, in social media, there's organic growth and there's paid ads. Organic, they're for people who already know you, people who have followed you. But then again, you find that your target audience, there are people who don't know you yet. So paid advertisement enables you to reach the people who don't follow you yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your take on consistency, which is related to posting or rather using social media accounts as a startup?
Consistency is very important because it enables you to reach out to your target audience. I have seen people who post once in a month, twice in a month. By the time you're coming back, your competitor has already taken over your audience. And in today's social media platforms, the algorithm punishes you for inconsistency. So if you want your business to flourish or grow on social media platforms, consistency is not negotiable. You just have to be consistent.
Okay. How can a startup use social media for customer service?
Okay, one thing with social media platforms, you'll always get engagements on your direct messages. for you to be able to keep up with your customers, you have to be very fast and prompt in answering them. It goes back to the human emotion. An emotion lasts between 7 to 15 seconds. So by the time my client is reaching out to you and you take days or even weeks to respond to them, their attention has already gone and you might lose a client in the process. There are automated apps that can help you with this. So you just need to plug in a software to integrate it with your Instagram or Facebook. But in today's era, you need to be very prompt in responding to your clients on social media. Yeah.
And what are some of the common mistakes which startups should avoid related to social media marketing?
The first thing I see is when you're starting up, you want to be on every platform. I have seen clients who come and they say, I want to be on YouTube, I want to be on Facebook, I want to be on Instagram, I want to be on LinkedIn. And you find that your target market is not even in half of the platforms that you're in. So you end up wasting a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of efforts in putting up content on these other platforms where your target audience is not there. So that is one of the mistakes. You're not supposed to be you it's not a must to be on every platform. Then another thing is inconsistency. You need to be consistent. The algorithm will punish you for inconsistency. So you need to be very consistent with the content that you put out there. Another thing is the quality of the content that you put. You need to put valuable content, content that your audience can engage with, they can understand it. So you really need to, for example, if you're using the graphics, the type of graphics that you use, if they're images or videos, they need to be of high quality so that you can you can get the attention of your audience. Those are some of the mistakes that I've seen. Yeah.
And then another important thing for social media we find is trends. So as a startup, how can you keep up with the trends for social media marketing, or should you just ignore them?
Again, it goes back to what your goals are. And for social media, the trends are good because you can pop in a trend and your business can go viral and you can get sales from it. So trends are good, they're fun, especially on Instagram and even on TikTok. There are sounds that are trendy. Especially if they're related to your business, go for them. But then it's not a must you pop up on every trend that's happening. Just go for ones that can relate to your products or services.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that will be all for now. For more content, feel free to subscribe and follow on the channels in the descriptions here below. We look forward to engaging with you more in the near future.